The Delulu era has people believing they can manifest anything.
But how much of success is really mindset versus action?
In this episode, we explore the power of belief, goal setting, and strategic moves.
But is being Delulu always a good thing? Tune in to find out.
Hey, welcome to So What's Even Happening, the podcast where creative entrepreneurship meets real-life self-care.
I'm Courtney, an artist and entrepreneur from LA.
And I'm Zia Mara, a business owner and consultant from Oakland.
We're two Black women navigating the ups and downs of business building, fostering personal growth, and holding each other accountable.
Each week, we're sharing inspiring stories, facts, and some good laughs as we talk about creativity, self-care, and making it all work.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's figure out what's even happening together. Testing.
Test.
We're back.
I know. So this is fun.
Yeah.
We're in a new setting.
We are.
In my office.
Yeah, the other set.
And there's a lot of stuff happens in this podcast. In this room.
This is where the magic happens. Like, the business, the
Early mornings and late nights.
Yeah. Hard time in this office for you.
This used to be my workout room.
Oh, amazing. I can see that.
It was just like TV and then workout. Like I was just doing the Peloton,
Oh, yeah.
the workouts and stuff.
Yeah. Very cool. Love it. I feel like I can proudly say that I'm delusional. Just like I can own that now. Like, how do you feel about the word?
I think it's just like another word for like a very amped up belief, I think.
Passionate.
Extreme passion. I think that we need to all have some sort of delusion. It's an illusion, but but I just think it's the belief part.
Yes, I think that a healthy balance of delusion is almost necessary these days. Just there's so much happening in the world, like so much going on, like things are kind of crazy. So it's like, why not be a little bit delusional? Because I feel like everyone is delusional.
Right.
You know?
Yes. Definitely that. And I think that you get to be a little creative in your mind.
I like that take.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of creating this fantasy, this delusion in your mind, and it's kind of like the more you create in your mind, you're making it more come true in your mind.
Yep.
And then once you kind of like see it in your mind, you start to believe it, and then you start to believe it really hard, and then you become Delulu.
And I think it's really maybe like delusional and like gets a bad rap, just the name, but it's like, it's really the reframe. Like, how are we taking our delusion and like using it to our advantage to like achieve our goals and to like do hard things and like push ourselves? Like, I feel like it's that reframe of like using delusion as fuel almost.
Fuel. You hit it. Fuel. Because you get so hyped when you think about the things that you want.
Yeah, you really do.
You get hella hype in your head and you really start to believe it. You start to feel it with your soul and your whole body. Like, you're already there.
Yeah.
You're already there, like, in your mind. And, like, you're just waiting for the world to catch up.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like almost like you're already here. You're kind of just, like, waiting for that moment where, like, oh, like, now people get it. Or now they see the vision almost.
And things just come together.
Yeah.
The universe kind of, like, conspires to support you and help you in your delusion. And that's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Like, one thing just comes after another. Kind of like how I started my business, like on accident, and just kind of like, oh, maybe we could do this, maybe we could do that. And I'm like, oh, a lot of things started to unfold in that way. What areas in your life do you feel like you're delusional?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think when it comes to dreaming, I feel like just having a background in personal development and the law of attraction, you really can't like dream big enough. And I feel like once you realize that like you really like you can literally dream up whatever you want. You can think of anything, and it's like there's that sliver of hope that like it's possible. So I think that, you know, saying that, you know, I'm going to have $1 billion, or like, yeah, it seems lofty, but it's like, that could happen. Billionaires exist. So it's like, why can't I think that? That, you know, whether it's like a big sum of money or like the success you want in your career, just the things that you can kind of dream up in your head. And I feel like even as an artist, that alone, like the way an artist's imagination runs wild just really kind of plays into that too.
Right.
Just because you really do want to expand your mind and see like, how far can I dream? How big can I push this? So I think when it comes to dreaming.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why not?
That's the part for me is like, well, why not me? Like, why would I not be able to attain this or to pull something off, to attract something into my life? Like, why not me?
Right.
And I think it's that belief factor, like, that just miracles happen all the time. All the time.
Every day.
Every day.
Every second.
Whether they work for you or against you.
Totally.
You know? And so it's just like, who am I to say that can't happen? Who?
I love that.
No, not at all. So I think it's just like, I think that anything and everything can happen to someone if you want it, you believe it, and you work for it.
Yeah.
And like the key word is work.
That part.
I mean, you can wish and hope and write and manifest, like visualize your heart out, but like there's no effort in there.
Yeah. There's got to be action.
That's delusional.
That's delusional. Yes.
To expect something and not
put in the work
for it.
Yeah, that's delusional.
I mean, you can.
That's true delusion. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with us, like we know that the work part comes with it.
Yeah.
And we're delusional enough to think that we can do the work, know we can do the work, and figure out how to do the work.
Right.
To eventually like get to those goals and stuff. So I feel like that's the delusion working as fuel versus just being delusional.
Right. I was going to say, this might be like the worst example. It's like...
Bring it on.
I don't know if you're ready. It's like you're trying to manifest getting pregnant without having sex.
Right. I mean, yeah.
You got to put in that work.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes
perfect.
Whether you're
getting inseminated, what if you're actually doing the act of sex?
Yeah. There's got to be action.
Yeah.
Action.
And hopefully you're having fun doing it too.
I love it.
I mean, that was my example. And we're back. Had to take a little break because I was getting a little delusional there.
Delusion is good though, right?
Yeah.
Should we reset?
No, it's fine. Sorry, just my laptop is sliding around.
Everything's
guys.
fine.
Everything's fine. We're good. We're good. So, Court, I have a stat for you.
Bring it on. Let me have it.
I think this is very widely known, maybe, but from Forbes, 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February. 80%.
Damn. I feel like I heard Mel Robbins talk about that too. Something about that time when you like give up, like that, trying to cross that.
February.
Man.
F for fail.
Oof.
Dang.
Gosh.
Like, way to start the year.
Yeah.
Month 2.
That's like
you just, no.
Pressure is on. That's wild. That's a big number.
So, like, you only achieve 1 out of 5 goals, maybe. 1 out of 5.
Wow. I'm still stuck on the 80%.
Yeah.
80%?
But I think just, like, people just have these lofty-ass goals to begin with.
Maybe that's what it is.
They want to lose 100 pounds in 2 months.
Yeah.
They want to stop smoking, and they've been smoking for 25
Their whole life,
years.
yeah.
Like, they want to go cold turkey. There's no, like, real plan. There's no smart plan.
Yeah. No smart
planning.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I think that, and maybe I feel I guess like less connected to New Year's resolutions in general. I think as creative entrepreneurs, like there's goals year round. And I think that sometimes there's so much pressure when people talk about New Year's resolutions and these big lofty goals that, yeah, they're a little too lofty, and not realistic.
Yeah.
And it's like, in the delusion part of it, it's like, okay, if it is super lofty, like, what are the realistic things you're doing to slowly get your way to reaching that lofty goal?
Right.
And I think that it can be, easy at first, like, those first few weeks or first couple weeks, it's like, oh, okay, you're in momentum, but really trying to push through past that can be really, it's like you have to tell yourself to do it almost. And I feel like that's almost delusion too.
Right.
Like tricking yourself into thinking that you can do it, and then you realize, oh, maybe I can do it.
Right. There's even parts where you're just so gung-ho when you first start, like you are really killing it and you feel really proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Like maybe like day 8, then you start to kind of falter.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. Oh, I don't have time to read today. If you're like
you start making excuses.
And you fall into them.
Yeah.
And they're just so comfortable because you've been doing this for the longest amount of time. Exactly.
And I think that when you have that momentum going for those first like 8 days or whatever, and then you start making excuses, you're almost seeing it as like, oh, I can slack off because I've been putting in so much work this period of time, this short amount of time. And then you get into like the, repeating that habit of like, oh, I'll take this day, whatever the goal is. Maybe it's like working out every day or whatever. It's like, oh, I'll take this day off. Like, oh, I'm okay. I feel sore. I don't need to keep going. Like, just those types of things.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like that's where the fall off happens is like when you get into your own head about excuses.
Right. And sometimes people just put too many damn goals in the beginning. Like, you want to change your entire fucking life. Like, that's not real. Like, if not in a small kind of space, like small, tiny action steps forward.
Right.
Like, honey, like you are setting yourself up for failure just in writing.
Yeah. And I think that's like, and it's not saying like not to dream big, but it's saying like dream realistically. Dream big, but be realistic about the action.
Right.
And maybe the action needed to get there.
So say like, I keep bringing out like fitness because that's just like part of my life. But so say like I want to lose 10 pounds. One of the goals, like one of the ways to get there is through nutrition, which is 80%, right?
Yeah.
And so I have an app called Lose It. And it just tracks your calories, your height, like all that. And you can change each weekly goal from like losing half a pound to like 2 pounds a week. And that's like, try to be very like on a more healthier kind of side.
Right.
Like, you can still eat your things. Yeah. Obviously, like make some changes, like just don't have one piece of pizza for the day.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Let's also incorporate like actual nutrition.
Right, yeah.
Fruits, veggies, water, meat, well, not meat, protein, whatever protein you want to get. Please, vegans, don't jump down my don't come for me, please. So like those are the types of things you need to really take into account before you just make this lofty goal, because if you just want to just be delusional and create some like, I'm just gonna have like protein smoothies like every single day. And I'm like, well, sure you will, but then you can also like rebound and gain it all back like super fast. Like if you just want to juice for 21 days like I did, that wasn't for weight. That was for like purging my entire like resetting.
Yeah, totally.
All of 2024 out.
Well, and I feel like even doing something like that, like when it comes to goals, especially like health and fitness, and really any goal, you kind of have to assume it's going to take some time. And I think that there's so much like pressure for, the world we live in. Instant gratification is just like, we get our Amazon packages same day, like
in an hour.
Like, so it can be easy to want something that isn't realistically attainable overnight. Who doesn't?
Right.
It's like overnight success. Who wouldn't want that? But I think you kind of have to remember that like a resolution isn't just like a thing you do. It's like something you commit to and almost like keeping yourself accountable,
Oh my God, you're so sweet. jokes on deck.
So how do we manifest success with smart moves? That's the topic of the day.
I mean, it's keeping the goal in sight at all times. That is what been one of my I think it's kind of like the easiest tricks for me, so I can stay on top of mine all the time.
Yeah.
So that my brain is like thinking about what to do, or just other ideas, or like just when in random inspiration throughout the day. Keeping the goal in mind at all times. And just sticking to a plan. I think it's just the consistency part for me.
I totally agree. I think that it's less about the right now and more about like your future self. Like you're doing it because you're on this journey. It's not just like a start and stop. Mm-hmm. It's like you're doing it for the future. And I think like having that end goal like always in clear view is crucial.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to fall off. Like, even especially as a woman, just like we know the hormone fluctuations, we know the moods, that small window of time when you're feeling, it's like a week like women have where you feel on top of the world, like you can get everything done, crushing it, killing it. Then insert PMS, insert this, that, like just come on.
Right.
So it's easy to fall off. Mm-hmm. And you really do have to just remember, like, okay, I'm going to breathe through this. I'm going to use my tools because I see a better future me.
And I don't hate saying this, but it's falling in love with the journey. Mm-hmm. Because I don't like the journey sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy the hard parts. Right. I don't enjoy the roadblocks or the redirects and the pivots and the pivots and the pivots all the time.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily enjoy those. But when I turn around and look back at how far I've gone, I'm like, okay, like we're halfway there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're making some good headway.
Yeah.
Like you only have to do X, Y, and Z, and then you're almost to the finish line.
Right.
So that part is really important to kind of keep that motivation going.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I truly hate saying it, but like fall in love with the process. Because it's just also like you see your growth. Okay, we're back. Took a little nap. No, we didn't. My dog is still napping for us.
He is.
A little angel
such a
face.
peaceful life. But you were talking about the process and how like sometimes it's hard to always love the process.
Yes.
I think that the ways that I feel like I'm personally reminded of how much I can enjoy the process is acknowledging the feeling. Mm-hmm. Like the feeling after you've accomplished something, even the smallest thing, like even if it's something just in your daily routine, like got a workout in first thing in the morning, had a healthy, protein filled meal afterwards, like hitting those things and like that feeling, like after you take a cold shower, that high feeling that you get. And I think that, the work's hard. It's like doing a hard workout, like training with Kenny or something, like those hard experiences, and acknowledging the feeling after of being like, oh, that felt good. Just like in that little moment, just acknowledging it. I feel like that's what really helps keep me consistent, is really tapping into the feeling of it feeling good afterwards. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of keeping track of all the good feelings like throughout the day. So I have this little long Post-it thing. It's called the trying tracker. And on it, you have like what your task is like to do that you want to incorporate every single day. And then has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the days of the week are on there. And you just check off like when you've done them.
Yeah.
And for me, I did like meditate, journal, gratitude, work out, walk. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have said the WALK word around the dog. And send love. Read, or whatever it is that you want to do every day, because these things make me feel good. And when I just check, what also makes me feel good is checking something off my to-do list. So I'm getting a twofer there.
Best feeling.
Right. Bam.
Yeah.
Bam. Oh, I even have high five on there.
Yeah. Right.
Boop.
Yep. That's so
just
true.
Those things, I'm like, okay. And you look and see like how you did for the week. Mm-hmm. And you're like, this is a really solid ass week.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel like I am doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
But these are all the things that fulfill me and like my need, and to make sure that I'm 51% happy.
Yeah.
Each day.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great way to look at it. It really just kind of forces you to take inventory on your day and like how you're feeling and what you're able to accomplish and like the feeling behind it, which I think is just crucial. So,
which is everything.
Yeah.
Energy is everything.
Everything.
Feelings, everything. What?
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. You know what also brings up the feels? What? Social media.
Oh.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I feel like that is, I feel like it's always a goal of mine. Social media, like just not necessarily like cracking the code per se, because that's always going to be an enigma, like who knows? But I think that just being a little bit more fearless on social media, like just really using it, going after it, kind of taking advantage of like what it can offer just career-wise. And so I feel like I would say that's one of my like delusional big goals that I'm trying to maintain this year. Like I really want to like take it up a notch, I feel like. What are your thoughts on
social?
The socials?
I mean, when you say that, a lot of successful creators, influencers, brands, they really give no fucks.
Yeah.
And that's a kind of a form of delusion too.
1000%.
Because they're just not in
The
there.
audacity.
The audacity to just post it, do it, and keep going.
Yeah.
And not caring what other people say.
Yeah.
I think that really sets the bar, or just sets people apart.
Yeah.
And it's also like a form of authenticity, I think, for some. So I think that's really important to kind of like keep that in mind in terms of social media.
Yeah.
In terms of just putting stuff out there.
Yeah. Because when I think about it, like everyone's doing it. Everyone's kind of, when I say everyone, I just mean like we're all on social media. There's tons of people posting all kinds of different content on social media. Mm-hmm. And why am I over here scared?
I know.
Like,
why? What's the problem?
What? There's no issue. And it's like,
and you have complete control of what you put out there.
Total control.
What?
And like, why? What is, I feel like I'm working on just kind of eliminating that in between. Like I want to be able to just like set it and forget it when it comes to social media and just not care, overthink, wonder, worry, after you post. Like, how long it takes us to get a post together.
Godly. I just like once you like just take that step forward to like, okay, this is what the reel's gonna be. Like, all right. And you open the app, you select the stuff, and then you're just like, okay, you're in it, but then it's just like, okay, but what song? Then if you're at the fucking end, sorry, my mouth, my favorite F word. Then you're at the end, and you gotta pick a cover, and I'm like, oh, I didn't think about this.
Yeah.
You save it, get the cover.
Yeah.
Get back in there and you have to redo all the edits because Instagram didn't want to keep the edits that I saved.
Our friend Instagram. Yeah.
Ooh, God.
And it's like, it's almost like a delusional like spiral that happens that I want to, again, use as fuel and not to a point where I'm crashing out because like I can't get the Instagram reel together. Like, So I feel like that's something that like I really personally like want to work on, just really just allowing myself to be more fearless and when it comes to social media. And I feel like I'm getting there, but it's like I really want to like kick it up a notch to the level that people are doing it.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah. For me, it's that, but also but on LinkedIn. That is a scary place for me. Like, it's not scary, but it's also just like, oof. Like,
yeah.
It's a totally different crowd.
Yeah.
Totally different scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
navigating all that is it's a journey, and it's like one of those things that like maybe we do have to fall in love with that journey too, and like learn to love it and go with it and embrace it, even the ups and downs, like, so I don't know, I feel like it's good to be delusional,
right? And I think also with the social stuff, it's like making sure that are you actually sticking to your strategy? Like, what is actually working for you and what's not?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a one done thing for the entire year. Like, everything changes over time.
Totally. It's really finding like what sticks for you.
Yeah.
And using it as like, okay, this is the formula. Mm-hmm. Let's do it over and over and over again until we get like better and better, so.
But at the core of it all, of this delusion, it's fun. Make sure you're having fun.
Yeah.
Delusion is fun.
Yeah. Because we're laughing most of the time. We laugh through it. That's the delusional part, you know?
Oh, for sure. Like, this is a really bad thing that happened. You're just laughing about it.
Yeah, right.
You're like, of course this did.
Right. That's so true.
Of course your purchase order of $150,000 worth of product got burned in a fucking fire.
Right.
Of course it did.
Why wouldn't it? Right.
300 miles from my house.
Yeah.
Flown across ocean. 2 continents.
Crazy.
That's a true story, and that happened to me. So I say that with all the
delusion. Yeah. Yeah. So I think what we'll leave you with is stay delusional. Mm-hmm. Just stay a little delusional.
Lean into a little bit.
Yeah. Like laugh into it.
Yeah.
Roll with it. Keep going.
Loosen up.
Loosen up.
Shake it off.
Yes. Love it.
All right, guys. Until next time.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to So What's Even Happening. We hope you got a little inspiration and maybe a laugh or two.
If you love this episode, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. It really helps us grow. You can find us on YouTube and all your favorite podcast platforms.
And follow us on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at So What's Even Happening for more behind-the-scenes fun, tips, and updates.
Until next time, take care of yourself and keep making moves toward your dreams.
And remember, we're rooting for you, always.